What to Play presents 25 of the biggest Nintendo Switch games coming out next year, all arranged by release date. To see the complete list, check out our website at whattoplay.com, link in the description box below. This video is sponsored by Gold Inc., a free-to-play gold mining simulator where you can actually earn real-life moolah. More about them later in the video. Pokémon Legends Arceus. The next Pokémon game is coming out next year. It's not the usual we know from the series, and it gives us more freedom than ever before in its new semi-open world setup. It plays as a prequel to the Sinnoh region, exuding that classic East Asian atmosphere. Capture Pokémon in real time and explore its big, albeit bare-bones looking world. Coming this January 28th. Astroneer. The closest thing the Switch can get for a No Man's Sky-like experience. Astroneer's spacefaring adventures offers a sandbox universe to explore and reshape. While it doesn't share Hello Games' tech for its procedurally generated universe, it does make up for it with its co-op gameplay where you build a colony with up to 4 of your friends. Coming this January. Life is Strange Remastered Collection. Max and Chloe's bittersweet relationship gets remade for new audiences. This remastered collection reimagines their story in a new light, literally. With new lighting features, the game looks better than ever. This collection also includes Chloe's 4-part story in Before the Storm. It comes out this February 1st. Dying Light 2 Cloud Version. The sequel to Techland's zombie/parkour game gets a major release on the Nintendo Switch as a cloud version. If you have blazing fast internet, you can have this first-person title in the palm of your hands. Make tough decisions as the game leans into its role-playing elements. It comes out this February 4th. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. Another Dynasty Warriors game comes to the Switch next year. Empires was already out in Japan last December, but this release will finally introduce this new entry to its fans in the West. Empires retains the Musou-style combat we know from the series, alongside new gameplay features like castle storming. It comes out this February 15th. Triangle Strategy. Square Enix's spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Tactics. Triangle Strategy will feature the iconic 2.5D art style familiar to most Square Enix fans. It also introduces a morality system that is defined by player choice. This will affect the flow of the game, its endings, and its character interactions. It comes out this March 4th. Rune Factory 5. A brand new Rune Factory experience for anyone looking for that Harvest Moon and anime mix. Known for putting combat and adventure alongside love and farming, all of that is seemingly still alive in this new entry. As an amnesiac peacekeeping ranger, get down to business in their gorgeous fantasy world. After numerous delays, it comes out this March 22nd. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. A post-apocalyptic Kirby game? That's new, even for Nintendo standards. In the Forgotten Land, we see our favorite pink-blobbed creature navigate around an abandoned world. For the first time in the series, it follows a 3D format similar to Super Mario's platforming. As usual, Kirby can copy enemy abilities after devouring them. Unfortunately, the details are scarce right now. The only thing we know is that it's scheduled for release next year. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. A reboot of the 2001 classic from Nintendo, commandeer a battalion of loyal soldiers in strategic turn-based combat. This reimagining of the series introduces a modern art style fit for the era. It also includes a slew of brand new content in its all-in-one package. It was recently delayed to spring next year. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. The massive expansion for Capcom's Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak takes us to a whole new locale inspired by European myths and legends. The trailer showed us a teaser of its new flagship monster, Malzeno, in all his Transylvania-like glory. Not much is known about most of its content yet, but we'll hear more about it when it comes out next year. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2. Nintendo's biggest game to come out next year, if everything goes according to their schedule. This sequel to the multi-award-winning open-world adventure follows our favorite hero, Link, as he embarks on a perilous quest to understand Calamity Ganon. New locations and abilities will greet us, and from the trailer, it's looking really good. Bayonetta 3. Platinum Games' Queen Bee gets her much-awaited return to the Nintendo platform. This third installment will push the limits of the Switch console with its large-scale bosses and fast-paced character action. It's a miracle the Switch hardware manages to run this game, judging from the trailer. Story-wise, the game is still a mystery. We'll find out more once the game comes out next year. Before we continue on with the next game on our list, we'd like to thank Gold Inc. for sponsoring this video. Gold Inc. is a free-to-play, play-to-earn gold mining simulator that you can download on your Android or iOS phone. That's right, for as low as $0, you can start building your gold mining empire with 10 million in-game cash as capital. Use this money to buy excavators, wash plants, security, and everything else you'll need to survive and thrive in the gold industry. Just like in real life, when you're mining, you won't always hit gold. So take all of the other ores you've mined and sell them so you can buy more fuel and better equipment. Because when you finally get the good stuff, that's where the real fun begins. As mentioned, Gold Inc. is a play-to-earn game. You can actually get real-life moolah from playing this game.
Yeah, boy.
You can find and own claims worth as much as $10 million. That's because the game's currency, GXB, which is available on the Apollo wallet, is designed to grow in value every day. You know that when it comes to NFT gaming, it's so valuable to get in early because the more players come in, the more competitive the game gets. So if you want to start playing Gold Inc. today, download it for free with the links in the description box. Don't forget to use our code 414-52546 upon sign-up. LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. A fitting game for Switch users, especially for young kids. The Skywalker Saga is the ultimate LEGO Star Wars experience. All 9 major chapters can be played in their signature format. Build blocks out of nowhere, save the galaxy from LEGO Palpatine, and enjoy a selection of playable characters from the 3 Star Wars trilogies. Coming next year. Mario plus Rabbids: Sparks of Hope. The sequel to Ubisoft and Nintendo's unlikely collaboration. Rayman's ferocious yet tameable Rabbids and Nintendo's very own Mario team up once again to defeat an enemy they've never encountered before. No longer limited to its tactical combat, join Mario and his friends alongside their Rabbids selves in a galactic adventure. Not voiced by Chris Pratt, fortunately. It comes out next year. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. One of gaming's iconic female characters debuts on the Nintendo Switch console. While it doesn't share the same level of AAA quality of their trilogy, Crystal Dynamics' The Temple of Osiris takes the series in a new direction. It focuses more on co-op and plays in an isometric perspective with less puzzle sections and more action. It comes out next year. Splatoon 3. There's more explosions coming our way in this most anticipated chapter of Nintendo's third-person multiplayer shooter. What we were given is just a glimpse of what's to come. Its post-apocalyptic setting is definitely interesting. That means we'll be giving up those neon street signs and high-tech garbs for more crude gear. It comes out next year. Kingdom Hearts 3 Cloud version. Alongside his recent addition to Super Smash Bros., Sora is coming to the Nintendo Switch. This third major installment takes the series to its most ambitious yet. Follow spiky-haired Sora and his gang of Keyblade wielders as they put a stop to the Big Bad's evil plans. Travel to various Disney and Pixar worlds and feel like a kid again. It comes out next year. A Plague Tale: Requiem. The follow-up to Asobo Studios' emotional stealth adventure game. As a sequel, expect big-budget set pieces as its two characters escape from the nightmarish moments of Europe's Dark Age. The siblings must make their way through terrible situations and escape from the many forms of horror. It comes out next year. Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Coming out alongside Temple of Osiris is another Lara Croft title. The Guardian of Light is the first of Crystal Dynamics' isometric Lara Croft adventure. It's not like the Explosion Fest that was their AAA trilogy. Instead, it's a co-op focused journey for casual gamers with mostly arcade-style gameplay. Coming next year. Metal Slug Tactics. A major return from a series we've all known and loved. From the name Tactics, it's no longer the familiar 2D shooter we've grown familiar with. This puts a more strategic element to the action-packed adventures of our favorite characters. Old fans may not be so fond of this newfound gameplay, but it opens the series to more possibilities in the future. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 Remix Cloud version. The first of the three major Kingdom Hearts titles that will come out on the Nintendo Switch. Oddly enough, it's a cloud version despite its dated graphics that could run smoothly as a port. In the first chapter, follow Sora, Donald, and Goofy and witness a nostalgia-driven adventure as they travel to various Disney worlds. Coming next year. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue Cloud version. The second of the three major KH titles coming to the Switch. 2.8 follows the events after Kingdom Hearts 2 and follows Sora and Riku as they put their Keyblade mastery to the test. It also features a prequel demo for Kingdom Hearts 3 that showcases their new engine, as well as a cinematic story for Kingdom Hearts' now defunct mobile game. It comes out next year. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. It's only a matter of time before we get a TMNT game for the Switch. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael return in a brawler-type game where you punch and slice through Shredder's goons. It recreates the look and feel of the 1987 series with its charming pixel art style. Coming next year. Oxenfree 2: Lost Signals. The latest chapter of the eerie science fiction/teen drama game from Night School Studios. The supernatural kind of horror is more mysterious than ever, with the trailer showcasing a terrifying radio wave phenomenon. It's already available for pre-order, although there's not much info about the gameplay and story yet. It comes out next year. Marvel's Midnight Suns. An unlikely genre in the superhero formula, it's a tactical RPG set in the dark and brooding side of the Marvel Comics. For the first time in a long while, we finally get to step into the shoes of the edgier Marvel characters like Blade and Wolverine. Gameplay involves fighting using deck-building systems and turn-based combat.